let's fix it. Ah, the dreaded engine light on an Italian car. Is there anything scarier? But actually, this is not a big deal at all. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix it. Most likely, if you've got an engine light with a rough idle, it's going to be a spark plug or a coil. Most likely a coil. How do I know that? Well, check out the video I've made about all the things that can go wrong with these Alfa GTs. But basically, everyone seems to be in agreement. It's most likely a coil. Now, before you go out and buy a coil, there's a way to find that out, and let me show you what that is. So what you're going to need is an OBD scanner, very much like this one. This is the Kali brand, but most of the ones you can get online will do. And that will pair to your phone. You can also get an old school diagnostic tool, but these work pretty well. So what you need to do is plug this into your car's OBD2 reader. And on the Alfa GTs, I'll show you where that is. You're going to need a Phillips head to access the port. And just down here, you'll see one screw there, one screw there. So undo those. And once those two screws are undone, you can just pull this down. And there's your fuse box. So up right about here, just there, that is where the OBD readers plug into. Plug it in, just like that. Turn the car on. Okay, there's our engine light. So at this point, I'm just starting the app and I've got the car selected in the app there. So I'm going to hit Diagnostics, check for issues. There we go, Diagnostics completed. One error, very bad error, and it's with the engine. So let's see what it is. Cylinder 4 misfire detected. Okay. So we've got a misfire on the 4th cylinder, which is underneath here, obviously. So we're going to take this cover off and I'll show you what's involved. To take the cover off, first you need to take the oil cap off. And I like to do this with a rag and some pliers because these are always on real tight. There we go, just gonna put that aside. All right, so now you're going to need a 5mm hex socket. So that's a 5mm, and you just undo these 4 bolts. These here are your coil packs, and chances are what's happened is one of these have gone bad. Now your cylinders are 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got a misfire on cylinder 4. To check that it is a coil pack, which is 90% likely why your engine is misfiring, there's a trick. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to swap number 4, which is misfiring, with number 3. And then I'm going to run the diagnostic again in the car. And if now it's number 3 that's misfiring, I know that this coil is bad. So to take one of these coils off is really simple. First, I'm going to put my oil cap back on, 10mm, and you just undo that bolt. And we'll undo 3 as well. And now, see these little prongs? Just pull it out, and you press here, and you slide this off. There we go. Should just wriggle out. There it goes. So apparently this is our bad coil. I'm going to undo this as well. So remember, number 4 was our bad one, apparently. So I'm going to put a good one into number 4. Like that. Now I'm going to put the bad one into number 3. like that. So I'm just going to reconnect everything. Push this little tab back in, screws go back on. Okay, there we go. So now we've got the bad coil in 3 and a good one in number 4. So let's go back in the car, fire it up, run a diagnostic and see whether the number 4 misfire has moved to number 3. If it has, it's a bad coil. So let's put the key back in. I'm just going to start the app and I'm going to clear issues. Okay, so everything's good. So let's fire up the car. All the issues have been cleared. Yep, there's our engine light. So now we're going to check for issues. Okay, diagnostics completed. One issue found, let's check it. And sure enough, look at that. So, misfire in cylinder 3. So what do you know, our misfire moved from cylinder 4 to cylinder 3. And what did we change? We moved the coil from 4 to 3. So that's what we've got a bad coil. Now this is quite common on these Alfa GTs and they're not cheap. So make sure when you buy one, you do your research and you shop around. I've seen prices for these anywhere from $360 all the way down to $175. So guess what? I bought the one for $175. But the important thing is that you buy the right brand. Come on. So this is the brand you're going to need. You definitely want to buy a Bosch. Don't even think about anything else. This is your part number right here. And this is what the coil looks like. So it's got these 4 star prongs on the end, a metal bit in the middle, and the connector up the top. It's a Bosch. Interestingly though, it's made in Slovenia. So Bosch is a German brand, but they make these in Slovenia by the looks of things. But anyway, I am told by literally everybody that when you buy a coil for an Alfa Romeo GT, you want the Bosch. Do not buy anything else. All right, let's put this in and see if the code goes away. So I'm just going to undo the bad one, undo the connector, and put the good one back in. Slide the connector back on, screw goes back in. Remove the oil cap. Engine cover goes back on. And oil cap goes back on. Beautiful. There we go. My little Alfa GT's back together. Moment of truth. Let's see if this fixed the problem. Just gonna turn it to accessory. Clear the issue. There we go. So all issues are now cleared. So now I'm gonna start the car. Give it a rev. Oh yes, much better. There we go. As you can see, the engine light is off. It's revving nice and smoothly. So just to double check, I'm going to check for issues. Okay, let's see what we've got. Good. Look at that. 0 issues found. So this car is in perfect health. Just gonna pull out my diagnostic tool. Put this cover back on. Screw the 2 screws back in. So there it is, guys. That's how easy that is. I know that engine lights on Italian cars can be scary, but in this case, this is one of the simplest jobs you can do. Just follow the diagnostics procedure that I showed you earlier with the OBD scanner, and it should get to the bottom of this pretty quickly. Most of the time, if you've got a misfire on an Alfa GT, it will be a coil. Now, this is a wear item. A coil will break on any car, so it's not like, you know, this is some, you know, Italian reliability issue. It's not at all. Coils break on all cars. It's just for some reason, Alfa GTs really like to go through coils. But like you've seen, it's a very easy thing to fix. It took me, I don't know, 5 minutes to do the whole thing. And make sure you shop around. I bought this thing for $175, but I could have spent up to $360. Okay, a short and sweet one today. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, hit that like button. And if you want to thank me, the best way you could do that is by subscribing. It tells YouTube that I'm doing things right, and I get to make more videos for you, so we all win. If you want to see more Alfa GT videos, check out the playlist. That will take you to all the videos I've done on this car. But enough chit chat from me. If you've got this problem, go ahead and try this on your car. I'll see you next time.